getting ready to film my 7 rows, and I wanted to show you something that I like to keep my crochet hooks in. This isn't perfect, but I think I got this from a birthday or something, and I'm very appreciative of it, but it's not, it's not ideal. It doesn't have enough hook for all my hooks, but it's pretty cool. It has like little pockets for each size crochet. This size is for the side is for the littler sizes, like this, the teeny tiny ones. These are like what your grandma would use to make doilies. If I can get it back in there. And this is for the larger size. I think they sell things like this on anything, anywhere. But I just kind of hold them in here. And it's so funny because when you learn to do patterns, you will see that it's the size of your pattern. The size of your hook matters on your pattern. So I'm always missing one somewhere along the way. Right now I'm missing a size H hook, and I had several things that I wanted to crochet, but they were all for H hook and hasn't gone as planned. So anyway, just wanted to show you what I hold my crochet hooks in. So today I thought I'd spice it up a little bit and do my 7 rows, plus give you some fun facts about crochet. So let's see how this goes if I can mentally do these 2 things at once. Usually I can. Well, actually I'm doing 3 things at once. I am videoing myself. I'm recording myself on audio, so that's 4. I am going to be doing the fun facts and crocheting 7 rows. So let's see if I can do this. I'm going to be trying to, I don't know where to look. My daughter said that I need to be looking at the camera instead of myself. But you know what? I can't help it. I want to see how cute I look. So anyway, I'm going to start on our 7 rows today. I've been a little bit disoriented. My nephew's been over spending the night. And it's funny when you have older teenagers, you forget what a 6-year-old is like. He's so fun, and it was such a great time. But it's a lot of work, and you forget about that. And thank goodness I have the older girls to help me. But I got to count and see how many rows we're on now and what day we're on. So insert the day we're on here. Okay, we've done 49 rows so far. So if I do my math right, 7 times 7 is 49. So we should be on day 8, I believe. If not, I will edit this part out. But if we are, we should be on day 8, and we're going to do 7 rows. So we have 49 already. So we add 7, and that is what? Math Betty, do your math. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do rows 50 through 56 today. So we've got one first row. Okay, our first fun fact today is something fun. I've always had an intrigue of royal family and things like that. So this one was really interesting to me. Queen Victoria helped bring the popularity of crochet to England. We talked about last time I said some fun facts. We talked about how the potato famine ruined some people's crops, and so they had a lot of people, a lot of women that were doing crochet to bring ends meet, make ends meet for their family. So she bought lace to support the families during the Irish potato famine. I thought that was pretty cool. Okay, that was our first row. This is our second one. Another fun fact is that the world's longest chain stitch, which if we go back and we think about what's the chain stitch is that foundation row that we do before we start any project. So the longest chain stitch was 80,000 feet. A young 16-year-old in Norway crocheted a chain from she was from Norway, and she crocheted a chain that was over 15 miles long. That is a long chain. I wonder how much yarn that used. I guess I can look that up next time. So we're on row, oops, I almost winded that first stitch. It looks like I did miss a stitch on here somehow. So guess what I'm gonna do? Because it's looking so good, and it's got that little piece right there that I don't like. I'm gonna unravel it and start over. I won't make you watch that part, but I'll show you what it looks like. La da dee da 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 da. Gotta make sure I get in that hook. La da da dee 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 doo doo. It's really stuck. I made that one really tight. But this one is interesting to me because I've been thinking in my head so much about patterns and things like that, and after crocheting for so many years, I'm blessed with the ability to kind of be able to look at something and be able to tell how long it needs to be, how many stitches and stuff. A lot of times I'll have to have something, just say like this box right here, this little box. Like I could hold this up and see, you know, how much, oh, it gives me ideas. How much, you know, that's probably 2 of these would equal, you know, the inside of this box. So I'm blessed with that ability, and I think a lot of people that have crocheted a long time have had that ability. But this one was interesting because it's along those same lines. Crochet was used to teach wartime math. In World War II, educators used crochet to explain geometric shapes and curves before computers existed. How cool is that? So us crocheters are pretty smart, and a lot of teachers probably crocheted back then. I'm making this part up, so I don't know if it's true or not, but I would assume that a lot of teachers were crocheters probably. So we're on our row here, and I'm going to do my next few rows, and I hope you are enjoying this. I got a couple more things I want to tell you before I leave for today. I don't know if it's still true with all the technology we have nowadays, but I did hear that if you're going to do a project, that you need to make sure that you have enough yarn for the project, because you don't want your, like, the lot number to be a different color, like this to be a little slightly off of the same. This is called like frost green. You don't want it to be just a tad off if you're really wanting it to match. This is what I'm using right now is just for example. I'm sure I'll give this to someone, but anyway, I just wanted you to know that you might need to get 2 skeins balls of yarn. The Red Heart is what I'm using. I know another one a lot of people like is that Vanna's Choice, and that seems like it's pretty soft. The thicker the yarn, though, the obviously the longer it'll be. So if you were making this with real thick yarn, it's probably gonna be done before we would be with the regular yarn. It's not the softest yarn in the world. It's a little scratchy, but it's working great for this project, and that's what I usually use it. I used it on my cute little Santa Claus that you can go get at my Etsy shop for the pattern for. I may even end up putting these for sale that are already made on there. Just let me know what y'all think about that. So I use that, and it's crazy because some of the red heart yarn is softer than others. I've noticed like the white is softer. Maybe it's just the more dyed it is. I don't know. This isn't that dyed, but the red's pretty soft, but the white's the softest. So, and I know that I did get a couple of comments from some ladies at church that would like to start learning to crochet, and they said it's real hard for them to learn on video. So if you're that same way, just please say something in the comments, and I can give you some tips or pointers. I can, if I know you, I can maybe meet up with you. If I don't know you, you can rewatch the videos some, or comment in the comments and let me know, and I will try my best to answer the questions. I may even be able to send you an extra video. Just let me know. I really want people to enjoy crocheting as much as I do. And I pray that you have a great day, and I will see you back tomorrow. Bye.